Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Technically Analytics. We're back from a short break or hiatus, and we're going to be doing something that I've done before, which is predictions. I made predictions at the beginning of the season, and I have them here in front of me. And I have the standings of the MLB season in front of me as well. So I haven't really looked at this too hard. I've done some peeks of what I predicted right and wrong. So I'm mainly just going for, like order and like record. I'm looking for like same record, divisional order. So like, for example, in the AL East, if I got the Blue Jays and Red Sox in the wrong order, then that really doesn't as long as I get them in the right order, that counts. But also I want to get the right record too. We'll see. Last year in 2023 I had two teams with I think the same record. I guessed the record correctly, and then I had a few divisions almost correct, maybe one or two teams out of place. So yeah, we're gonna see if I'm any good at predicting. I mean, last year I was okay. I think this year it really threw me for a loop because I might have been a little bit too high on a few teams, to be honest. You'll see what I mean in a minute here. But so we're gonna start with the first division, the AL East, with one World Series contender in it. So let's start with my prediction for the AL East. So I said it was going to be the Baltimore Orioles at 102-60, the New York Yankees at 98-64, the Tampa Bay Rays at 97-65, Toronto Blue Jays 90-72, Boston Red Sox 75-87. So obviously I thought this division was going to be like amazing, like truly amazing, like probably 3 wildcard teams, maybe even 4, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought all these teams had great potential to be good, and I didn't want to leave anybody out. So that was my prediction. So let's look at the real life standings. So it was actually the Yankees at top, 94-68. So I had them at 98-64. So I wasn't that far off, about 6 wins. Or no, not 6. Sorry, 4 wins, give or take. And then the Orioles, I was kind of off on 91-71. In the regular season, they had a wild card spot. I had them at 102-60, so I was quite off on them, almost 11 wins off. I was surprised that they didn't. I think it was injuries that kind of hurt them more than anything. And then I really got it wrong at the back. The Boston Red Sox went 81-81. I had them at 75-87. Wow, I feel stupid. But I guess no one really saw that coming, right? I mean, you looked at their roster. It wasn't anything amazing, but I think they played above their expectation. Maybe that's like manager or something. I don't know, but I'm happy for them that they got a bigger win total than I thought they would have. They had 6 wins above what I predicted, so good for them. And then my biggest failure, or not my biggest failure, but one of the other teams that really disappointed me was the Tampa Bay Rays, 80-82. I predicted them at 97-65, which is a 17 win difference, which is not very good. I really didn't see that coming. Obviously, I didn't see they had some stuff go on. They kind of just gave up mid-season. So, yeah, whatever. I think the Rays are kind of hard to predict sometimes. Usually they're pretty good, but this year they just kind of flopped. And then by far my worst prediction, I think so far, 74-88 Toronto Blue Jays. I had them at 90 wins. They've been winning consistently. The Rays and Jays actually have been winning consistently for the past few years. They've always been around 90 wins. So I'm like, there's no way they don't win 90 games, right? But yeah, they totally flopped completely, and I was surprised because the Blue Jays have a good roster, and I thought there's no way they can be that bad. No way, right? Well, there's a way, of course. Baseball. That's baseball for you, folks. You can't predict it. It's unpredictable. That's what we've learned so far. It's just, you can't. So moving on to the AL Central, I predicted the Minnesota Twins to be the division winner at 88-74. Detroit Tigers in second at 83 and 79. The Kansas City Royals at 75 and 87. Cleveland Guardians 74 and 88. Chicago White Sox 73 and 89. Now, this might have been my worst division ever. I thought I really cooked with this one, and I almost did, but I completely missed this whole thing. So this is just a meme. Like I did the Cleveland Guardians went 92 and 69. I had them in fourth, so 20 wins or something, almost 18 wins difference. Royals 86 and 76. I had them at 75 and 87, so totally flip flopped. Tigers, they were at 86 and 76. I was actually close on the Tigers, but I was completely wrong in the order. They tied with the Royals. I was only 3 wins off. So maybe I knew what the Tigers had in them, and they did make the playoffs like I thought they would. So good for me, I guess. The Twins were one of the teams I think I predicted correctly last year. Totally missed. I mean, 6 wins off, but still 82 and 80. And I predicted 88 and 74. So yeah. And then the White Sox, no one could have seen this coming. 41 and 121. I predicted them to win 73 games, so I feel like an idiot. That's 40 games off. Like, I was way too nice. And, usually I predict some team to go really low, and it wasn't the White Sox. It was a different team, which we'll get to in a second. And they exceeded expectations, actually, the team that I predicted to go very low. So, crazy enough, this was probably one of my worst divisions. I mean, it's worse than the AL East even. It's just completely wrong. Like, I got the White Sox right, and that's about it. I mean, everybody else just kind of decided to go wherever they wanted. So, yeah, AL Central is definitely an L. AL West. Let's see. The AL West, I had the Houston Astros at 93 and 69. Nice. The Rangers at 91 and 73. The Mariners at 90 and 72. The Angels at 72 and 90. And the Oakland Athletics, the Athletics, they dropped Oakland now. They're now the Sacramento, the Athletics. 55 and 107, right? So this is what I was talking about. The Athletics, I said they're going to be bad. They were bad last year. Actually, they're not too bad. This division I didn't mess up horribly, but I think I gave the Rangers a little too much credit. So the Astros went 88-73. Bang. It was only 5 wins off. Not bad. I had them at 93 and 69 in first place. Mariners 85 and 77. I thought their offseason moves were brilliant, and I thought, no doubt they win 90 games. 85-77. I had them in third at 90 and 72. Rangers 78-84. I had them at 91 and 73, which honestly disappointing. I mean, I'm not injuries maybe, but they didn't play to their expectations, I think, and also the World Series hangover and all that. So yeah, it was kind of a given. And then most improved team probably in the league. I mean, considering what happened last year, the Athletics went 69 and 93. I had them at 55 and 107. So they obviously beat my expectations by a boatload. So good for them. And then the most disappointing team with probably the best roster, one of the best rosters they used to have before they got rid of Ohtani and blah, 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 blah. But 63 and 99, the Los Angeles Angels, I had them at 72. So, just 9 wins below what I expected. I thought they were going to be at least decent, but obviously my expectations were way too high. So yeah, we have that. And we're going to do now the NL side. So the NL side, we'll start with my favorite division, my favorite team in it. The division I was probably most accurate, I think, in. So I had the Braves at 103 and 59. Injuries obviously didn't allow them to hit that. Philadelphia Phillies 91 and 71. New York Mets 81 and 81. Washington Nationals 75 and 87. Miami Marlins 74 and 88. So the records, I mean, yeah, not exactly close, but The order is pretty close because I went Braves, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, Marlins. It went Phillies, Braves, Mets, Nationals, Marlins. So I was pretty close. I just swapped the Phillies and Braves, and I would have had it right. But the Phillies went 95 and 67. I had them at 91 and 71. They exceeded my expectation. Fair play to them. The Braves had some injuries, so they didn't quite hit that 103. They only got to 89 and 73. Kind of disappointing season for them. And they also tied with the Mets, who had 81 and 81 because it was supposed to be just like a throwaway season. Turns out Mets made it to the Game 6 of the NLCS, 89 and 73. Pretty good. I'm happy for that. Nationals, I was almost correct. 75 and 87 I had them at. They went 71 and 91. So they're very, very close to being like, oh, so close. 4 games. Probably my closest prediction yet. And then you have the Marlins, who just kind of shit the bed. I mean, 74 and 88 I had them, and they went 62 and 100. So not great for the Marlins. Overall, though, I'd give this division a pretty good grade. I think I did well. And then we'll move on to the NL Central, where looking at it for the first time, I kind of cooked this one too, actually. I cooked, yeah. I had the Brewers at 91 and 71. I had the Cubs at 86 and 76. The Reds at 82 and 80. Cardinals 81 and 80, or 80 and 81 and 81. Pirates 78 and 84. So yeah, I sort of kind of cooked there. I mean, compared to some other divisions, I definitely did better. So the Brewers went 93 and 69. I had them at 91 and 71. Pretty good. 2 games away, 2 wins away. That's good. That's a really good prediction by me. And the order is mostly right. I just swapped the Cardinals and Reds, which is fair. I mean, I thought the Reds would be better and the Cardinals would be worse, but whatever. But I did, to be fair though, I did have it close. And then the Cubs at 86 and 76, they actually went 83 and 79, second place. Pretty good prediction by me. Not too far away, not as much as I thought though. And then the Reds, I was actually very close. Well, not very close, but the Reds I had them at 82 and 80. They went 77 and 85. Cardinals 81 81. And they went 83 and 79. So, you know, I mean, not bad. 2 wins away. I was pretty good at this division. I don't know why the NL Central was so easy to predict, but it just was. And then the Pirates 78-84, 76-86. So that's what they actually went. So yeah, this division overall, one of my better divisions. So far, I'm way better in the NL than the AL. Maybe it's because my team's in the NL. I don't know. And anyway, next we have the NL West. The NL West is a division where the World Series champion came out of. Now, I had the Dodgers at 162 as a record, first place. Diamondbacks in second place at 91 and 71. Giants 88-78. Padres 83-79. And Rockies 60-102. So let's see how I did here. I'm pretty good in the NL, so I have high hopes. Dodgers 98-64, first place, World Series champs. I nailed it. 2 wins away, 2 wins off. That's not bad. And after that, it gets a little tough. Padres 93 and 69. I had the Padres at 83 and 79. So yeah, a little bit off. Didn't think they'd be that good, but they were pretty good. Diamondbacks kind of disappointed me. 89 and 73. Although I was close on my prediction. Only 2 or 3 wins difference. So not bad, right? And then I had the Giants in third, 88-77. Giants finished fourth, 80 and 82. Kind of overplayed their hand. I mean, maybe some of their signings didn't work out, I guess. Yeah, you could say that, I guess. But and then the Rockies, I almost nailed it. 61 and 101. I had them at 60-102. So Overall, I would say that the NL I was really good with. No exact records though. Like no, none. Zero this time. I think last year I had like two, if I remember correctly. Let's see. I had at least two, I think. And I believe I did have two. So, uh, trying to see which ones I had right. Anyway, so that's my predictions. I'm gonna probably do it again next year too for next season in 2025. Uh, Let me know if you like these or if I should do something different. Maybe like playoff predictions or like I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I like doing predictions. I think it's interesting after I look at usually I do it like just a week before the season starts because, injuries and training camp and all that really can change things, especially like it's tough to do it early because then it's like way too early to do it. So you have to wait till all the injuries happen and then you can kind of safely predict like the first week of the season or like the just before then. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Uh Make sure to subscribe because I'm gonna start posting more videos again and yeah, baseball.